Welcome, everyone, to the L7C podcast. Today, we have a very special episode for you all. Today, before we talk about what we're going to talk about, I'm just going to introduce who is on this podcast with us today. We have the anime expert, Mr. Cedric Ware. How are you doing today, sir?
Doing well, doing well. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you. We have the captain, Byron Mitchell. How are you doing today, sir?
Hey, doing good, man. Can't complain.
And we have the pop culture expert, Miss Chelsea Hepper. How are you doing today, ma'am?
I'm good.
So today, this podcast, this topic was spurred on by the anime expert, Mr. Cedric Ware. So I'm going to pass it to him. He's going to tell you what we're going to talk about, and you're just going to hear our love for this particular topic. Cedric, go ahead.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, everyone, we are here today, and I want to thank you all for your time. We were talking about ramen. I know earlier, before we talked about ramen, I want to say maybe about a year ago was the first ramen episode. So we're back again. More people. We got Chelsea with us. Byron Martin's here. We've Andrew submitted some of her answers to it. So we're just gonna kind of go through this. So, Captain, you're gonna lead us off.
Okay.
I got some questions for you all. All right, what is your favorite type of ramen and ramen toppings?
I prefer tonkatsu or shoyu ramen. I prefer to want tonkatsu over the shoyu. But to be fair, I haven't really tried like shio or miso ramen yet. They're next on the list. For ramen toppings, I usually go for like chicken, grilled beef, the pork belly, or egg, and then whatever else is in the ramen. I'll either eat or not eat.
Okay. Chelsea?
I like a miso ramen. But I like a spicy, specifically. And then I really enjoy egg and then chicken. And then if they've got like a grilled tofu that looks extra crispy, I will go for that.
Mm,
Ooh, but also if a place has baby bok choy in the ramen, I'm ordering extra.
heard. Period. I mean, baby bok choy is delicious.
It's my favorite vegetable.
Martin, what about you?
I'm going to just be up through. I really don't have a particular favorite ramen. You just put it in front of me, I'm going to eat it. I've tried every single one of them. I don't care. I truly don't have a favorite whatsoever. It's really the pick of the litter when I go to a place. I'm like, oh, that sounds all right. And then I'll just order it, buy it, eat it, and keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've never decided like, oh, this is miso or this is shoyu. I don't care. Like I'm just like, I truly don't.
He just wants
It'll
the
let me
ramen.
eat it.
Yeah, I'll just like, oh, I'll have it. And then it's like, oh, this one, all right. I can pick whichever one I want. If I want chicken, or if I want pork, or if I want shrimp, sure, great. If I get the options, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, cool. I mean, egg. I do like eggs just in general. So if I can have an egg in food, that's great too. But all the other stuff, I don't care, dog. Like noodles in the bowl, the ramen in there, put some broth in there. I'm eating it till the broth is left, and then I drink the broth, and then I go home. So
Not expecting that.
real quick, because you want to talk about blast from the past, I was able to, in our multitude of episodes, find our first ramen episode, Cedric. That episode came out March 15th, 2024.
Oh, 2 years
Wow.
ago. Wow.
2 years ago.
Which is crazy. Which that first episode will be in the description box for this current episode for people if you want to go back and listen to our first ones. Just FY.
Dope. Or do you have Andrea's answer?
Yes, I do. The My Hero enthusiast Andrea Alanis could not be on, but she does have her answers. Her favorite ramen is miso based, but her favorite ramen to eat is Shio based seafood ramen. What the hell? Okay, but those are her favorite. Oh, then her favorite topping is a marinated egg with bamboo shoots. Didn't even mention any meat, but all right.
I know
Fair.
you're not sitting here talking about all the stuff she didn't answer. You're like, just give me noodles and broth and meat. I'm good to go. And if it comes with an egg, that's great.
Eggs a bonus, dog. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not looking for much. Like, you got a nice big egg in there. That's cool. That's great.
Sorry. Yeah, my favorite is the tonkatsu broth. I've given up pork for a minute now, and so I've been switching. I've really been coming to appreciate a shoyu broth
Mm.
and trying that. My favorite topping, I love a marinated egg, chicken, tofu, whichever protein is fine. I really am a sucker for like bean sprouts.
Ooh, yeah.
Bean sprouts and ramen. If I don't know why, I love good bok choy and probably bamboo shoots. I think that's rated topping in my opinion. But something about menma with the taste of broth soaked in there is pretty good. Pretty good.
You're actually the one that got me hip to tonkatsu ramen, Cedric.
Oh,
That's adorable.
I appreciate you, man. I mean, it's just such a savory broth. Everyone loves the pork bone broth. All right. So naturally, with ramen, as when you get a bowl of ramen, I mean, well, maybe not because Martin, just devours. But a lot of people see it. Some of the toppings may not seem appetizing if they haven't had it before. So before you all tried ramen for the first time, what was something about ramen that you were hesitant or maybe skeptical about, nervous about trying it? And Martin, we'll start with Andrea's question or answers since they're written and you have
Yep. Yep. She said she was never skeptical about trying ramen because it always looked delicious in animes and movies.
All right. Martin? Well, you probably feel the same. But Martin?
No, mine wasn't more on the animes and movies. I think just with me and food in general, it's probably just because of my upbringing, because both of my parents are Cameroonian, so I have probably ate a lot more exotic food than most. So, like, just growing up with exotic food, any other food, just like, all right, it's whatever. I'm going to taste it and then go from there. It's probably because of the way I grew up.
Okay. Chelsea?
So I grew up in a very small country town. So we didn't have ramen where I grew up aside from like the Giant Eagle fast pack traditional ramen that you get for college and stuff. So I didn't have ramen until I went to college. So I didn't know that it was like a real thing aside from what you could buy at the grocery store. And it has become one of my favorite foods. I just love it. And it's fairly easy to make a version at home, which I appreciate. And not just from like the bagged prepackaged stuff. So yeah. I just didn't have it around, you know?
Yeah. Fine. I get that for sure. Byron, what about you?
Like Chelsea, I grew up on like the pre-packaged Marchan ramen and the instant cup of noodle ramen, so I wasn't really like hesitant or skeptical. I think I was just more excited to go to a restaurant and just try ramen and the different broths and the different toppings. So the first time I went was actually with you guys to Mashoku. So the first time I had ramen and I really enjoyed it. So I was like, "Ooh, this is something I can add to a list of other things I like to eat."
Absolutely. And similarly, I didn't know that. Honestly, I didn't know that ramen was like a real thing outside of like instant ramen. Like, remember growing up, yeah, me and my nieces used to eat like ramen like it was crazy. Like, I mean, like putting the season packet in, put the boiling water in, like filter it out because we didn't want a whole bunch of like, just hot, salty water. Then you put like butter or like cheese or all this type of stuff, like just doing all the extra stuff as a kid, hot sauce, whatever we really want. Because at that point in time, your stomach's just like, yeah, we can do whatever the heck we want with this. And then sitting down, seeing a bowl of ramen, just like from like animes with TV shows, you're just like, oh, so they do actually make this here in America.
Mhm.
It's just not where we live. We're super excited to try it. It was almost like, may sound over the top, but almost like love at first sight. Do you guys? I've heard this like trend going on. People are like, oh, if you were Jesus Christ, what would your body and blood be? And I've always just like, maybe chuckle a little bit, like, oh, that's interesting. And then I've heard some super creative answers. So, if you were a bowl of ramen, what would your noodles and broth be? So, Martin, I'm gonna start with you.
But wait, can we also address like what your actual body and blood would be? Because now I'm curious about everyone's.
Sure. I mean,
Yes.
I have no problem with that.
Go ahead, man. Chelsea, go ahead.
Okay, so traditionally, my blood would be Coke with a lemon slice in it. And then my body would be a green olive in like the biblical sense.
Okay.
And then for ramen purposes, I think like a spicy miso broth would be who I am just because I'm good and I'm spicy. But then my body, a marinated egg because those things are so good. But noodles, I don't know. Everything, all of the noodles. I just feel all of them. Should be a really noodly bowl.
Martin, did Andrea write? And I know she didn't know about the just what maybe me. Who knows? She may have known that Chelsea was gonna ask for just a general.
Nah,
Body.
she did get the body. She did write the original question. She said her body and blood would be thick and wavy noodles and shio broth since it's salt based. Because best, I guess, apparent Andrea is salt based.
Stay salty, Andrea. Stay salty.
So that's what she has down. Might as well just stay with me. Oh, I don't know about this blood and water stuff and blood and body and blood stuff in real life. I don't know. Body would probably be the same thing I would want. Probably ramen, either chicken or shrimp. So in real life and in ramen.
We all know it's shrimp.
Yeah.
It is shrimp.
Blood type is probably going to be the spiciest one you can get because I don't think most things are spicy. So, and I usually don't like people really talking to me. So if it's super spicy, the less people drink it. So that will keep people away from me if I'm the spiciest flavor, even though I don't think it's that spicy.
That tracks with who you are as a person.
So I appreciate you opening up to us like this.
It's all right. It's not like I've not known all three of you for, well, Byron a little bit less, but I've definitely known you and Chelsea for over 10 years. So
That's disgusting.
I was going to say it's been an honor.
Oh.
I didn't say it. See, Cedric, that's why you're my guy. But
there are two kinds of people.
Chelsea's only saying that because she thinks she's getting old. So that's a personal problem for her.
Well, I found a gray hair, so.
See, I wasn't going to disclose that on the airwaves, which, by the way, we'll say a side note, thank you for the recent listening boom. So for all the countries that Chelsea has fans in, now they know she has gray hair.
Very
Yeah.
distinguished. Very distinguished.
A single gray, and I kind of like it.
Hey,
Okay.
yeah, see?
You do whatever you want, man. I'm assuming.
If I was, I say for my body and blood, it's just, they don't really go together. It's like two of my favorite things. Like my blood would be cream soda, because I am a sucker for cream soda. Like, it's so bad. Like, I don't really drink pop at all.
But a cream soda will get you.
It will definitely make me look at the menu and make me look at it for a secondary, and then if it's bad, I'm very disappointed because it's like being crossed twice. As far as body, I would say, if possible, I'm actually going to steal this from someone. I've heard it before. Garlic toast, like a little miniature garlic toast with like the little cheese covering. Yeah. But ramen broth, that's tough. I would probably go with the spicy tonkatsu. My noodles, I actually would probably do like the thin straight noodle. And even though I don't eat pork anymore, I do love a good like charred pork chop soup, like pork belly.
Yeah.
For some reason, of recent years, that texture of the charred Christmas and the broth mixture, just umami, is so great.
Nice.
Byron, what about you?
So regular body would probably be a medium well steak. Because I'm a big
Medium
sucker.
well.
Yeah. Do you get yours well done, Chelsea?
I get mine rare like an adult.
Oh, I can't do it. I'm sorry. Medium is the bloodiest I'll go. And then for my blood, probably a root beer or a Mountain Dew. I have a weak spot for both of those.
Because it's in you.
Yeah, they get me. For noodle purposes, for ramen purposes, my broth, it would be a tonkatsu broth for sure. For noodles, I haven't really paid attention to the noodles that comes with the ramen I've ordered before, but I had to pick probably udon noodles. And then for toppings, probably grilled chicken.
I ain't gonna lie, I was really shocked at the steak. I was not expecting you to pick the steak. Okay.
Let alone get it medium well.
At least he's not burning his steak completely.
That's true. I used to, but then I grew up, and apparently I'm just not adult enough to get rare steak yet.
Nope.
Oh, listen, at least you said you should get medium. You know, there's some listeners out there who are like, that's A-okay to do. I mean, it's your steak. Eat it. You're the one that has to eat.
True.
This is just a fun, just like give me a question. Chopsticks or forks when eating ramen?
Both.
Chopsticks.
Artist says chopstick.
I mean,
said both.
Yeah. I don't have the finger dexterity sometimes. Like my hands just stop working. So sometimes a fork is good. But I do like a chopstick.
Yeah, okay.
I usually go for chopsticks too, even though I'm not good with them, but I'll use them.
Martin, what did Andrea say?
Andrea said, let me scroll down. She said she wants to use chopsticks so bad, but she's still fork bound. But she hopes to practice to become more chopstick bound.
Okay. I am a big fan of chopsticks. Mainly because I don't ramen's maybe the only dish I will eat with them. It sounds like sushi. Like I've done like rice with chopsticks, which is fine. It can be annoying because trying to pick up 1 grain of rice isn't always so fun.
No.
And I know I look like I'm a toddler with just 2 wooden sticks trying to use them and rice.
Yeah, no, I like both. Depends on how hungry I am too, and if I need to like shovel food in my mouth.
That's very true.
You know?
I honestly, I don't think I've ever eaten like with a fork. I don't know how I would do with that. With like
Just-
the egg. Like I know,
Well-
like in theory, like yeah, just like stab it with the fork, like I would do any other dish with a fork.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I would probably like try to do it like like a spaghetti or like
Yeah.
pasta, like twirl it around
Yeah.
on the fork, and it's like I may have to try that one day to see how fast I can pull a ramen with.
Well, and then like you're still slurping it too. Like you can't eat ramen with chopsticks or a fork without slurping. So you're just like shoveling it in.
Yeah, I have to keep that in mind for any ramen eating challenge. Name of that fork. But I digress. Okay, so another reason why we're doing this and recording this pod is July 7th. Wanted to record it and hopefully get the episode up before is the National Ramen Day. Well, National Ramen Day for Japan is July 11th, which I thought was interesting just because July is summer. Ramen is typically most of this which are like soup-based dish, so it's hot. Does this mean? I mean, Japan the ones sitting there saying like, yeah, no, our National Ramen Day is in the summer. Is ramen then made for the summer?
Here's my take. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna jump in. I don't care. Soup/ramen is an all season food.
Preach.
Like you can't go wrong with a warm bowl of something. It doesn't matter what it is, unless it's broccoli cheddar soup. That is all I have to say.
All the Panera fans are a little like, huh? Like no broccoli cheddar soup?
No, that's nasty.
I mean,
Byron?
I agree that it's an all season dish because it's a comfort food and you can eat a comfort food whenever.
That's wholesome, man. Comfort.
It is a comfort food.
Martin?
I'm gonna be honest. I really have never given a shit about seasoned food or whatnot. If I want to eat something, I'm gonna eat it. I don't care if it's winter, fall. That shit's never mattered to me. So I guess with that answer, ramen's just an all season food. I could care less if it's 30 degrees, 90 degrees, but that's how I am with most food.
Cedric, what are your thoughts?
Honestly, I am someone that I love ramen. Ramen's probably my favorite food. If boiled down to it, so I'll eat it. Rain, sunshine, 100-degree weather, 90-degree weather, 20-degree weather, -degree weather. But I also love like soup in general. Like there's a place in Cleveland called Supermarket, and it's spelled like SOUPER.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is.
And that was one of my favorite places to get lunch during work because they have a large variety of different soup. And so I can't like for me, I don't know. It's easy. You could be like very creative with different dishes and soups. So I'm never gonna shy really away from a soup based dish whatsoever. So with ramen itself, having all the nice, amazing toppings that come with it, I'll eat ramen. Honestly, I could eat ramen 3 meals a day and be perfectly content with life.
Andrea said that ramen, well, she basically said the same exact thing Chelsea said. Ramen and soup, in her opinion, are you can have it any time in the year. Just ask any Latina mom or grandma. They make caldo, which is soup, in the peak of summer.
Wow.
Find a Latina mom or a Latina grandma. I'm gonna ask them.
Oh, I think she's speaking from her grandma and
And mom,
Yep.
her little childhood. That's so cute.
So, yeah, same thing as Chelsea. Anytime.
So if you could share a bowl of ramen with any celebrity, who would it be? Chelsea, I'm saving you for last because I know your answer is just gonna be amazing.
No, thank you.
Or we'll start with Andrea.
Yep. Andrea said Kim Nam June. I think that's from Is that the BTS?
I think so.
Yeah. I know you just make sure. Yep. South Korean rapper and songwriter K-pop group BTS. She is a big BTS fan. She's gone to their concert. So yep, that tracks for her.
Yep. I was gonna say, that makes sense. What about you, Martin?
Shit. Depending on the space, if this person's considered a celebrity, I'm definitely for people like myself, you, Byron, all the other people. If I'm having a ramen and I don't have a shirt, I'm eating ramen with Kishimoto, the creator of Naruto. Since ramen's such a big part of Naruto's story, I would just ask him why he made ramen such a big part of it. So that's who I would eat it with.
Nice. Byron, who you got?
I would love to share a bowl of ramen with Denzel Washington just to pick his brain on his acting journey.
Oh yes, that's true.
What'd you ask him?
That I don't know. I guess like where like did he grow up wanting to be an actor? Like when he decided he wanted to go into acting, and does he have any regrets with any of like his acting roles, or what was his favorite acting role? Things like that.
Well, I mean, he's from around the way, so
Right.
he left something. Mine would be also another actor. I would probably share a bowl with Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that'd be hot.
Mainly because when I first found out that he like fucks with anime, fucks with ramen, that type of stuff, I'm just curious, similar to your question, Byron, what about acting? But I just want to pick his brain about his anime likes and dislikes, stuff like that, and then other amazing ramen places. Because I imagine California and everywhere he's been has just been fantastic, and hopefully put me on to some good ramen. All right, Chelsea.
Okay. So there were a lot of celebs that I would 100% have a bowl of ramen with. And then I was like, I can't be slurping in front of anyone that I find stunning, But the one celebrity who is both stunning but also would be really fun would be Keke Palmer. I think she would be so funny the whole time. You wouldn't have to worry about looking like a fool. If your tummy got a little rumbly because you ate some spicy, she would roll with it and she'd probably give you some Pepto Bismol or something. And it would just be so funny. And you would just be talking the whole time and being able to finish your bowl and not feel rushed or feel like you have to eat just to distract from the conversation. It would be so fun.
And this is why I saved it for last, because that's a very, very well thought out and calculated answer right there that I would never have guessed it was Keke Palmer.
Either pick Taylor Swift or
no, Taylor would be entertaining, but Keke, one, she's hilarious. Two, I just feel like the conversation would be so much more natural compared to if I were sitting across from Taylor Swift, I'd be like, I can't slurp.
I can't. I can't embarrass myself in front of Taylor.
Right. Like I can't be like myself because I'd already be focused on like word vomiting. Whereas with like, and I know she'd like make me feel comfortable to the best of her ability, but like that's Taylor Swift, you know? But like Kiki, she just has a way of like disarming people when she's with you. Like she, in all of her interviews and all of the stuff that she does, like she just seems like a very comfortable person to be around no matter how famous she is. So I feel like it would just be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Kiki Palmer.
Well, Kiki, if you ever listen to this,
Let's go to Slurping Turtle.
you have a person who's willing to share a bowl. All right. So last question here. What is a ramen topping? And actually, after hearing everyone's answers, I probably know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. What is a ramen topping that you usually try to avoid? Chelsea, we'll start with you.
Oh, the seaweed thing.
Oh, nori?
Yeah. No, not nori. The fish cake. The swirl thing.
Naruto.
Naruto.
I hate that. I don't like the texture. I think it looks cute. The drawings of it are it's adorable. It's pink and white. What's not to like? But like the texture.
Like a ninja star looking thing with a nice little pink swirl in the middle.
Sick. Nasty. It looks like it's gonna be a good time, and then you put it in your mouth and it's not.
Pause.
Oh no. You like that's not pause.
No, it's pause. Pause. No.
Sorry. Or camera would be like, I mean, all right.
Sorry. I got a little.
Or if you would have said it, it'd be a pause.
Nah, it's still nah. It's a family friendly show. Pause, dog. We can.
I didn't hear anything else outside of like, yeah, you just eat it. I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I mean, yeah,
yeah. But moral of that story, I don't like it.
Just give it to Martin. Martin loves all the toppings. Martin.
Yeah, I really don't care.
Yep.
I mean, once the $12 to $15 have been paid, it's getting eaten. So.
I will say, man, you are such like a utility type of ramen eater that I think, honestly, restaurants beware. There's not a bowl you can create that this man will not.
No, unless you make it hot fucking ass. But most of the time they don't do that because it's $12 to $15. So.
I don't even want to imagine what you would determine as like, in your own words, hot fucking ass family friendly show. But
right, I get yelled at, but you're gonna drop those lines.
Like,
yes,
I don't know
because the line you just said was awful. I'm just saying. Andrea does have her thing. She already hers was. She tries to avoid soggy nori. She loves seaweed, but she just prefers it to be crispy.
Valid.
I was going to say the same thing. Because like, I don't mind seaweed with like sushi because it doesn't really kill the taste in my opinion. But with like ramen, like if I were to eat the nori, I would actually eat the soggy like version just because it has like the broth. Because I just don't want like the taste of dry seaweed on top of all the ramen stuff. Because like half of it's in the ramen, so it's like half of it's soggy, half of it's not. Either put it all in the bowl, my guy, or nah. Like leave it to me on the side, one of the two. But most ramen toppings, I like. All right, Byron, take us home, man.
I try to avoid mushrooms. I don't like the taste of them.
Ooh.
I don't like the texture of them. But if it comes with it, and I like the other toppings in the ramen, I'll just eat around them and save them for last and give them to someone else or
I only ask this
discard of them.
I only ask this out of curiosity. When you say mushrooms, Do you mean like the black mushroom, like that are in there? Or are you talking about like mushroom, like enoki, like big mushrooms pieces that are in ramen sometimes?
Both, either or. I don't like
Okay.
them. I don't like mushrooms at all.
I like the big ones. I love a mushroom. I'll eat your mushrooms.
Good to know.
They'll say like most people don't. They're like the woodier mushrooms are like those little black wavy things in there. It's like, yeah, no, that's mushroom. And so, I was just curious. Well, this was honestly, I learned a lot. Learned a lot from everyone. Thank you guys for going on this experiment with me, at least in this mindset of all the different types of ramen stuff.
Can we get ramen?
Of course.
Because now I'm hungry.
As I said, I eat ramen 3 meals a day. You don't have to twist my arm.
Woohoo!
But happy National Ramen Day, Japan. Hopefully you approve of this message.
Anyone else want?
Oh, sorry.
Gotcha. I was going to ask if anyone else wanted to say anything before we go to the closing.
No, I don't have anything else.
All right, I'll take us home. Well, first off, thank you, Cedric, for getting us together to talk about ramen once again for the first time in 2 years. Also, getting this group together because, again, just like I said on the mental health pod, we usually don't get these type of different assortment of people unless it's like the end of year podcast. So having different people from different podcasts, and even though she couldn't be on, Andrea even submitting her answers, just getting a different assortment of people to talk about different topics that everyone else is more passionate about and is really cool. So thank you, Cedric, for bringing the idea and getting that to us and getting this going and sending us questions and all of that. With that being said, thank you everyone for listening to the L7C podcast. Remember your favorite podcast. Make sure you like, rate, comment, subscribe wherever you listen to. We will all be back, whether individual episode or maybe down the road, Cedric reunites us for another food topic. That would be fun. And yeah, just be on the lookout for episodes coming down the pipeline. We're recording on the 7th, so you should be listening to this on Japan National Ramen Day. I know Byron has some episodes down the line previewing and reviewing Spider-Man. And then I also know that this is the last month before you hear Cedric, Byron reunited with Justin from August all the way to January for college football. So that will be coming back literally next month, which is crazy to think about. With that being said, the L7C podcast signing out.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the L7C podcast. Be sure to like, rate, review, and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all social media platforms, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Take care.